Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about my septum piercing. About a week ago, I got it pierced, and I wanted to talk to you about the pros and cons and what to look for when you're gonna get any piercing, and how to take care of it, that kind of stuff. So, little backstory. For a couple months before I turned 18, I had really been thinking about my septum piercing and how much I wanted it, and I really thought it through about how it would look. I would put hoop earrings that were small enough to look like a septum on my nose for a few seconds just to look in the mirror, and at that point I knew I wanted it. But the only thing that sucked was my parents were against it, so I couldn't get it until I turned 18. So I had asked around about places to go and what to look for, and basically you want to make sure that the place you go is clean. If it's not clean, there is a high chance that the piercer is gonna use a needle that they've already used before and just re-cleaned, and that's disgusting. You don't want that. And it can get infected and really damage your body. It's not good. So you want to make sure that the place you go is clean and they have good reviews, and just they seem to be knowing what they're doing. So when I turned 18, I couldn't go at the time because I had other things going on. So I waited about a week, and then I decided on a whim one afternoon that I was gonna go and get my septum pierced because I don't care what anyone else says, and it's my body. So I did. I actually did ask my dad if he wanted to come with me, and he declined. So I politely said, okay, I'm still gonna go. So I drove myself there. I did go to the ink pad in Liberty, and the guy was very nice. He answered all of my questions. It was a really good environment, and I'm really happy that I went there. Unfortunately, I don't have a video of me getting my septum pierced, but I'll try and explain it to you. So, getting my septum pierced hurt. So basically, I was sitting on like a table, not a table, but like a surgical bed, and he got everything ready and cleaned my nose really well, and I was really nervous. I started having like a small anxiety attack, and my heart was racing, and I told the piercer, like, I'm nervous, but I trust you. And he reassured me that everything was gonna be fine. He would just use the clamp and pierce it really quickly. So, while I'm still freaking out, I sat on the edge of the bed, and I had my hands so tight around the surgical bed, my knuckles were white. And I closed my eyes so tight that when he pierced it, there was no involuntary tears. And I opened them, and they just start pouring out of my face. I literally thought I was actually crying because I had so many tears. It depends on the person and your pain level, really. It only hurt for about 30 seconds to a minute, really. And in all honesty, it wasn't that bad. The piercer taught me that you can flip your septum piercing. I'll show you. So it's not there. If you have like a job interview or a formal party and you don't want people to know or see it and whatever, so you can do that. or, sorry, it looks like I'm picking my nose. So, or you could wear it down. And at first, it felt like the bridge of my nose right here, it felt like it was bruised for about 3 days. And you do have to clean it twice a day for 2 weeks, until after 2 weeks you can start cleaning it once a day, and after another week of that it's just like once every other day, and just so on from there until you don't have to clean it anymore. So cleaning it, I use a Q-tip and isopropyl alcohol, and I would wipe around my nose. It actually burned so bad. You can use antibacterial soap, but I didn't want to risk buying the wrong one with a fragrance or any of that stuff, so I just used alcohol. And it would burn my nose, and because of the nerves in your nose, it would send like shooting, burning sensation, light, not too much, but a little bit, to the back of my nose, and I would sneeze every single time I would clean it, which was super annoying. So I went online and I bought H2 Ocean salt spray, and it works really well. I love this stuff. It helped, there was no burning sensation, and it helped really well with the healing. So with any piercing, you do get those little crusties on the sides of the piercing, or like even if you have ear piercings, you get those too. So basically what I would do is take a Q-tip and hot water and run the water for a little bit, make the Q-tip wet with the hot water, and just like try and brush them off just to clean it. And what you do is you move it from side to side like this, clean one side, push it back through, clean the other side, and then put it back in place. And it's super simple and easy, and it just worked really well for me. So just a small tip, just because the H2 Ocean says that it's salt spray doesn't mean that you can mix table salt with water and think that that's going to clean your piercing, because it won't. It'll just infect it and ruin it. So just stay away from that at all costs. Make sure you buy the real stuff and do it right. Pros and cons. Pros, my first pro would be that I love it so much and I think it adds to my style. Second pro, I think it's super easy to clean and it doesn't hurt very much. Third pro would be definitely the pain when I got it wasn't as bad as people said it was going to be, which was really good. Cons. My first con would definitely be cleaning it with alcohol, because the burning sensation in my nose and making me sneeze was super annoying. My second con, my second con is when you're washing your face, you have to be careful about hitting it and pushing really hard on your nose, so you just want to like dry your face off by patting it. Another really annoying thing was kissing my boyfriend, because he had to turn his head in the completely opposite direction of mine so that he wouldn't hit my nose piercing and hurt me. You also have to avoid touching it, because if you touch it too much, it can get infected and ruin your piercing. And you paid a lot of money for that, so why ruin it? If you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.